A huge ship is moving forward in the dark of the night, with only the icy sea around it. And suddenly, the silence is broken by a loud noise. The name of the most talked about accident in human history is the RMS Titanic. This ship was not just a passenger ship, it was a symbol of human dreams. In 1912, the British company White Star Line built the Titanic as their largest and most luxurious project. Built at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Ireland, this ship was one of the largest moving objects in the world at that time. This ship, about 882 feet long, was like a floating city, with everything luxurious inside. It was considered so powerful and modern that many called it the unsinkable ship. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from the port of Southampton, England, for New York. There were different classes of passengers on the ship: the rich, the middle class, and the common people. First-class passengers had incredible amenities: swimming pools, gyms, luxurious restaurants, and comfortable cabins. Famous people like wealthy businessman John Jacob Astor IV were also on the trip. Everything seemed perfect, but there was one big mistake. There were only 20 lifeboats, which was not enough for all the passengers on board. The night of April 14th. The ship was speeding through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. At 11:40 p.m., a huge iceberg suddenly appeared ahead. Captain Edward Smith tried to turn the ship, but time was running out. Within moments, the iceberg hit the starboard side of the Titanic. Cracks appeared in the bottom of the ship, and water began to enter one watertight compartment after another. Many still did not realize what a terrible disaster awaited them. As the night wore on, the situation became more dire. The work of loading passengers into lifeboats began, but it was not possible to take everyone on board. Many still believed that the ship would never sink, but the reality was brutal. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the RMS Titanic sank completely into the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. More than 1,500 people lost their lives in this accident. Within minutes, the body became numb in the icy water, and countless lives were silently extinguished while waiting for help. This tragic accident shook the whole world. Since then, major changes have been made to the rules of sea travel. It was mandatory to have enough lifeboats on every ship. 24-hour radio communication was maintained, and the iceberg warning system was further improved. The Titanic was not just an accident. It was a hard lesson, which made people understand the limitations of technology and the value of arrogance. Even today, the story of the Titanic reminds us, it is not just the story of a ship, but an eternal history of human dreams, confidence, and mistakes.